Spent the better part of the day fishing a car out of the St. Clair River after a Border Patrol agent drove right into the water this morning. 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig tells us how he made it out alive.
He said he was very cold and he was very weak.
It's an amazing story of survival. A Border Patrol agent is inside his vehicle when it plunges into the cold St. Clair River. It was around 5:15 this morning in Algonac, and thankfully someone on Canada's Walpole Island heard his desperate cries for help.
He is screaming at the top of his lungs for help, and luckily an individual in Canada heard his cries for help, and through the Office of Provincial Police were able to contact 911.
Border Patrol says it all began early this morning. The agent was behind the water filtration plant here near the river where they looked for smugglers crossing when he got a call to help another agent involved in a chase.
The agent was trying to get turned around to leave the Algonac water treatment plant area, and his vehicle inadvertently went into the St. Clair River.
The vehicle was submerged. Thankfully, the agent had about a foot of air at the top of his vehicle, but the window wouldn't open.
So he had to use his collapsible steel baton to break out of the window and swim back to the seawall.
And he clung there screaming for help. Someone in Canada heard him and called 911, and Canadian officials contacted the Clay Township Fire Department, and firefighter Cody Gordon and his assistant chief took off in their boat.
And John ended up seeing him hanging onto the seawall. And when we approached, John hopped off onto land and got a hold of him, and I brought the boat up, and then we lifted him up and got him on the boat.
He's doing very well. He was treated at the hospital for hypothermia. His core temperature dropped significantly, and the doctors and nurses who did an outstanding job were able to bring his core temperature back up to 98.6, and he was released from the hospital.
In St. Clair County, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.